Let's be real for a second. Doesn't modern life feel like a video game that someone just dropped you into without a manual? You're constantly bombarded with pop-ups, notifications, and like a million side quests that all seem designed to do one thing: stop you from actually winning. You're trying your best, but you're just stuck in this loop of constant distraction.
Yeah, your whole world is just this cluttered, messy heads-up display. Every single ping, every buzz, every little red notification icon, it's all just draining your energy, shattering your focus, and making sure you don't make any real progress. It's not a feature, you know? It's a bug in the system.
I mean, you know you've got potential, right? You have the skills. But day in and day out, it just feels like you're grinding on these low-level tasks and you never quite get to the main story quests, the stuff that actually matters. Well, listen up, Player One. What if I told you the problem isn't you? The problem is you've been playing without the strategy guide. But all of that changes today, because a legendary guide, it's been found. It's a book called Deep Work by Cal Newport, and trust me, it is the ultimate walkthrough for cutting through all that noise, for finally beating the final boss of distraction, and for actually winning the game of life. So, let's crack this thing open and figure out how to play.
Okay, here's our mission briefing. We're going to run through the 5 main levels you gotta master. Then, I'm going to let you in on a hidden cheat code. This one's for the pros. We'll wrap up with a brand new quest log to get you started right now. And of course, some seriously epic loot. You ready? Let's do this.
All right, let's get into the real gameplay. These are the 5 levels you absolutely have to conquer if you want to go from being a distracted beginner to a focused master of the game. So, level 1 is just understanding the core mechanic of the entire game. See, not all quests are created equal. You've got Deep Work, which is kind of like a major boss battle. It's tough, it takes everything you've got, but man, the XP gain is huge. This is what unlocks achievements. And then you have Shallow Work. That's just grinding low-level monsters for pocket change, answering emails, those pointless meetings. It feels productive, but you're not actually leveling up.
And here it is. This is the hidden trap that keeps most players stuck on that grind. Every time you quickly switch tasks, like you jump from writing a report to checking a quick email, your brain gets hit with this nasty debuff. It's called attention residue. Basically, a piece of your brain is still thinking about the last thing, which means your performance on the new thing is totally nerfed. Multitasking isn't a superpower, it's a self-inflicted handicap that forces you to play life on the hardest difficulty set.
So how do we fight back against this debuff? Well, that brings us to level 2. It's all about speccing out your character for the win. This isn't about just trying harder. Nope, it's about changing your entire play style. First, you gotta pick your class. Then, you build your ritual.
And what's so great about this is that there's no single right way to play. Are you the monastic type, the hardcore player who just eliminates all distractions? Or maybe you're more of a rhythmic build, where you make Deep Work like a daily login bonus. It just happens, no questions asked. The journalistic build is for more advanced players who can just drop into that deep focus state whenever they find a gap in their schedule. The point is, you have to choose the strategy. You can't just wander around aimlessly.
Okay, level 3 is your training montage. Your ability to focus, it's like a muscle, or maybe a stamina bar in a video game. And for most of us, that bar is tiny. We live in a world of constant distraction, and when we take a break, we just find another distraction. The pro gamer move is to flip that completely. You want to live in a state of focus and take scheduled breaks from that focus. You got to embrace boredom. That's how you level up your mental stamina.
And here are 2 little mini games you can play to train that muscle. First, productive meditation. Next time you're walking or driving, just leave your phone in your pocket. Pick one single specific problem and just think about it. That's it. For a really hardcore workout, try memorizing a shuffled deck of cards. Seriously. Studies on memory champions show they have unbelievable attentional control. This quest trains that exact skill.
This brings us to level 4, mastering your inventory. We have way too much stuff. We adopt every shiny new tool, every new app, without even thinking. A true craftsman is way smarter than that. You have to be absolutely ruthless with your tools. Doesn't matter if it's an app, a social media site, or a new piece of software, you have to ask one very simple question.
No, seriously. Look at your phone right now. All those apps, your browser tabs. How many of those things are actually giving you a powerful buff that helps you win your main quest? Or are they just inventory clutter? You know, low-level junk that gives you a tiny, temporary boost while constantly draining your most precious resource, your attention? If a tool doesn't give you a massive, obvious benefit, you drop it. End of story. And this is why that is so important. Check out this chart. This is basically the stat sheet for the average player in the game today. The day is completely dominated by that red bar: shallow, low-value, distracting work. This is what the book calls busyness as a proxy for productivity. It looks like you're playing the game, but you're not actually moving forward. And that little blue bar, the high-value, deep work, it's pathetic. We gotta flip those bars.
And that leads us to the final level, optimizing your quest log. This is a real power move called fixed schedule productivity. Instead of just working until you collapse, you set a hard stop time, let's say 5:30 p.m. That's it, pencils down, the game is over for the day. That hard limit forces you to be absolutely brutal about what quests you accept. It makes you cut out all the shallow junk and focus only on the missions that give you the biggest XP payoff.
So you've cleared the 5 main levels. You are well on your way to becoming a top-tier player. But now, it's time for that secret I promised you, the hidden cheat code that the pros use to just multiply their progress and really truly master this game.
The cheat code is something called the shutdown ritual. It's simple. At the end of your fixed work day, you take 10 or 15 minutes. You go through every open task, every email, you make a solid plan for tomorrow. And then, and this is key, you say a phrase out loud like shutdown complete. So why does this work? It's a psychological trick to beat something called the Zygarnik effect. That's when unfinished tasks are like annoying blinking quest markers in your brain all night. This ritual tells your brain, hey, we're done, you can let go. It lets you fully recharge your mana, and you might even install some passive insight buffs while you sleep. It's a total game changer.
Okay, theory is awesome, but winning the game comes from doing. So, to get you started on the right path, here is your new quest log. 3 simple quests you can and absolutely should complete today.
First, open your calendar right now. I'm serious, right now, and block out a 90-minute deep work session. Treat it like the most important appointment of your week. Second, go take that productive meditation walk. 20 minutes, no phone, just one problem to think about. And third, tonight at the end of your day, do your first shutdown ritual. Tidy up your digital desk, make a plan for tomorrow, and officially call it a day.
You made it through the walkthrough, Player One, and for that, you definitely deserve some loot. As a little reward for finishing this explainer, we put together some free gear to help you on your quest.
So, to get you started, we've basically distilled all these core ideas into a free 1-page PDF strategy guide. Think of it like a character sheet you can use to track your stats, define your quests, and just keep your new build on the right track. The download link is right down there in the description. Go grab it, it's yours.
This game is tough, but you don't have to play it solo. If you found this strategy guide helpful, then join our guild. Hitting that like and subscribe button actually boosts our authority in the great algorithm and makes sure you get every single new guide we put out. Now, get out there and win.